Hello everyone, and welcome to...
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So it's away we go then. Well, here's your hero, goal scorer, match winner, saviour, all in one. Lionel Messi is indeed one of a kind, and history shows that he is all of those things and so much more.
Yeah, and we can testify to that, having covered quite a few of those games where he showed the very best qualities.
Time after time, it is a tale of the extraordinary, and we've come to expect the extraordinary from him.
We have.
It's a pretty loose pass. And here's Yamal. Messi. Now, who's going to be first to this? Yamal gets flagged offside. Romero for Van Bouten. Raul. Xavi Alonso knocks it into space.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Oh, what has happened here?
Well, usually when the foot...
Yamal! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Yamal makes a dash for it. And it's Del Piero. Engages and forces him off the ball. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. It's a promising position, delivered across. Van Nistelrooy finds himself offside. Threads one in. Bonucci spots it and intercepts. Oh, it's come loose. They're urging him to shoot. Shoots! Goal, England! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
So the first moment of real significance.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now. Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Header! Not the most accurate. And one more try! Raul, who needs just a moment to score a goal. Slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
England clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Yaya Toure. Berbatov aimed beyond the defence.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
Del Piero, nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Dani Olmo. And he's forced to go back. England are very much a team that like to work off a central target. Is that how you see them, Jim?
Yeah, I agree with that, Peter. They seem to have the right personnel, certainly on the delivery front. I'm sure there's a trigger to this, whether it's someone opening up the passing lanes or making a move into the box.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And here's Messi. And Messi! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
South Africa with the corner. They're first. Del Piero with the short one. Goes for the shot! Oh, full marks for that effort.
Yeah, certainly could have been something so much more.
Nicely aimed pass. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And this is Lewis. And the finish! Well taken goal. He would, he just would, wouldn't he?
The goal scorer for South
Simplicity
Africa
itself.
after 38
Way too good,
minutes
Peter.
in.
Too quick, too smart for that
Number 7,
defence, who were made to look
Lionel
a little
Messi.
lost, in all honesty.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Costa Curta. Dani Olmo, and it's Berbatov. Tries to pass it through, and this is Van Nistelrooy. Van Nistelrooy was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And here's Yamal. Van Bouten. Lovely pass, but can he get there? That has ended up in no man's land. Can he get on the end of this? Dani Olmo tries a shot! Goal! England! Into the lead once more. Really tidily gathered, and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
And that brings the first half to a close. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest.
Substitution for England, number 23, Lamine Yamal. Number 21,
Gets us going once more.
Van Nistelrooy.
South Africa can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Number 7, Christo Stoichkov.
He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Yaya Toure. And it's Bonucci. Xavi Alonso. Now it's Madueke. Spread to the right. Now it's Madueke. Alonso. Played out towards the right wing. He's in plenty of space here. Madueke. He's found space here. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Dani Olmo. Passing is crisp and sharp. Look at the space here. Dani Olmo. Xabi Alonso. And it's Serginho. Nicely weighted ball. Now it's Del Piero. And here's Raul. Madueke picks it up out wide. Looking for the run. Takes a shot! And it's been given. In he goes again! And he's stuck it away! A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. That was a given. It always was.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
So the lead now is 2.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy.
Can he finish? Just cruising! They are cruising! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff.
Number 15.
As simple as you like, the outcome utterly... Del Piero! Oh, how's that for a goal? A finish right from the top draw. A truly super goal. What a spiky hit that was.
That was magnificent. The way he caught it so perfectly, I think he's even managed to surprise himself, Peter.
Still behind by 2. Is there a way back into this? Romero. Serginho. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Luis Suarez. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And he has been fouled there.
Substitution for England, number 15.
He's having a good look here. Messi! They've got to be quick to recover this.
Number 18.
And it's made its way to him. Played in with purpose. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Serginho is always looking to play quality balls. South Africa do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Madueke.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Now Romero. Raul plays the return pass. And that interception was most necessary. And the shot! And he hits the net! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Number 23.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
And a really good game is threatening to break out here. He's had a shot! And that's a good finish. That really is quite fabulous, all his own doing.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about, excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
You can certainly sense a real change of mood here. Now the crowd are demanding that they just finish this off.
Substitution for England.
Now it's Stoichkov.
Number 22. Dani Olmo.
Musiala has the space to scheme.
Coming on the field.
Oh, shooting chance! And it's in! And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. Killer pass, perfectly delivered.
England palpably stronger, better, superior.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Messi is sporting a guilty look after that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the...
Oh no, what has happened here? Romero. And it's Azar. Good running, strong and purposeful. Spread it left. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Molina. South Africa are looking to break at pace. Oh, he's found support out wide. Messi receives it in a wide position. Forced to go back. Stoichkov absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
And he has shown him a yellow card.
Substitution for South Africa, number 24.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
6 added minutes have been indicated.
Now it's Pato. Messi. And here's Del Piero. Musiala. Now Romero. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. Lam. Maradona. It's Maradona! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Could be danger here. Crosses it in. Can he finish? It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. And that's it. South Africa cannot spin this any other way. They came up against opponents who were thrilling, at times unplayable, who simply brushed them off. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Well, there was a distinct lack of clarity or commitment in everything the players were trying to do. Looking pretty lethargic, and they were ruthlessly exploited, and deserved to be.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Have a look at this. It is what you anticipate here these days in London North 7. An undulating red and white wave, an Arsenal wave, which envelops the team. So we're up and running. One of the most eagerly awaited games in football. It never lets us down. Well, here's your hero, goal scorer, match winner, saviour, all in one. Lionel Messi is indeed one of a kind, and history shows that he is all of those things and so much more.
Yeah, and we can testify to that, having covered quite a few of those games where he showed the very best qualities.
Time after time, it is a tale of the extraordinary, and we've come to expect the extraordinary from him.
We have.
Tottenham with the corner, they're first. And that should get the job done. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. And now they can spring out of defence. Can he get on the end of this? Bale. Del Piero. Desai. And it's been given away. And he's found a way past.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Nunez. Oh, that pass isn't the best. And this is Aguero. Can he get it through? Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. It's a good foot in there. And that's clear cut. It's a free kick. Quickly taken. That's good play. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Luis Suarez. Yamal. Foot in. Quarter of an hour played. Vieira. Marcelo. Gabriel kept his eye on it, and he's there. Threads one in.
Well, neither defence has had a wake-up call yet, because neither attack has turned up.
Now, can they get him away? And it's Lam. Vieira plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. In towards the back stick. Oh, important interception. Rooney is there to clear. Vieira. Cafu. And played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Yamal did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Oh, played through for the wide man, and that is expertly dealt with. He's found a way past. Vieira. Rice. Turns back here, probably the best option. Now it's Yamal. Oh, nicely intercepted. Messi. Rice. Kimmich is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Rooney receives it in a wide position. And a header! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
This is why he's so highly regarded. Absolutely fantastic.
And he's worked it through. Bale! Oh, denied! Brilliantly! he?
Bale clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Kimmich. Pass somewhat off target. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Now it's Darwin. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. No way through. Knocks it into space. It's a promising position. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Yamal. Messi. Cafu. Lahm. And it's Messi. Bale. Oh, he's having a go! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Yamal. It's a good run down the right. Now it's Yamal. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Marcelo. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And the referee has blown for half-time. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. So we reach the halfway point.
Tottenham really can be happy with the strong finish to the half and have no reason to be upset with their overall performance. I think they just need to keep going now. Stick at it and eventually they'll get a break.
Well, it's been a proper derby so far, no doubt about that. Intense and utterly captivating. So, both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Tottenham have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Great defending, strong and determined.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. And no, that was never going to make it. And they can counter here. Oh, that's a key interception. Stam. Vieira. Stam is a man so notably robust and resolute in his defending. Tries to play it through, and this is Luis Suarez. It's Luis Suarez! And it's a goal!
Dependability is one thing, and he brings that to his game, but that sort of dynamism is another attribute he's blessed with, and it's revealed on a regular basis too. Superb.
Luis Suarez.
And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
Tottenham penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Well, that's changed the mood entirely, as you'd expect, Peter. It'll be fascinating now to see what kind of reaction it will cause. Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
Rooney. Nunez. Nunez!
The attendances.
Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Here's a man who his teammates can look to in all times. Sergio, what are you thinking?
Well, it's approaching that time where you have to decide whether you stick or twist, Peter. I'm inclined to think the latter, but the boss probably has quite a few things which he has to factor in yet, so let's see.
I think that's offside. Yes, it is. So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Well, there is that saying, Peter, that if it isn't broke, don't try and fix it. But I suppose you don't want to risk anything in a game like this.
Chance for a shot!
Number 18, Wayne Rooney. Number 22, Steven Gerrard. Coming on the field, number 20, Vinicius Jr. Number 14, Kylian Mbappe.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Number 5, Jude Bellingham.
Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Rice is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Diaz showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And he can clear it away. Some resolute defending there. Adriano going about things with real menace. Tottenham are leading here through the only goal of the game, scored early in the second half. And the score is 1-0. That has not gone well.
Arsenal really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
This is a promising build-up. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Desai pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Now it's Del Piero. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Desai makes the interception. Still just that single goal and we are nearly done. And it's Ronaldinho. That is good alertness. That is good strength. Tottenham clearly now in lead preservation mode. Mbappe. Mbappe powering forward here.
Arsenal really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
And Del Piero! Grimaldo clears without hesitation. Rice producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. A heavy challenge. Into stoppage time, whistle due any moment. And he's managed to get free. And the referee brings it to a close. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Thoughts on what we've just seen?
Tottenham really were great today. They showed a lot of battling qualities required in a game like this, such as intensity, personality, a gritty spirit. I think this result was well merited.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. Well, we're underway. Well, it's fair to presume, I suppose, that Lionel Messi will, as almost always, Jim, be carrying a huge burden of expectation here.
Yeah, but it won't bother him at all, Peter. He just delivers without fail time and time again, and often in a way only he can.
Absolutely. So I wonder what the little magician will have in store for us today.
Well, all I shall say is expect the unexpected.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Can he finish? It's in!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
After 6 minutes in.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react. There's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And it's Olmo. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
McAllister, looking for options for movement. Tottenham leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Lam. Vieira. Marcelo. Nicely weighted ball. Mbappe is flagged offside. Carreras. And it's Aguero. Dani Olmo picks it up out wide. Cafu, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Aguero. Dani Olmo plays the game. Dani Olmo! And he was there to get a vital touch.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. There's a defensive height advantage here, Peter, but of course it's not guaranteed to work.
Absolutely, they're certainly not as big as those trying to stop them. Not the most convincing of passes. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. And it's Bale. Aguero. He won't be happy with that one. And it's Aguero. Dani Olmo. Vieira does really well there. He is strong. Now it's Mbappe. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. And this is Messi, and he's definitely onside.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. McAllister. And it's Hakimi. Dani Olmo. And Aguero. This looks promising. And this is Aguero. It's Aguero! Now, who's going to be first to this? Elects to cross. Bonucci attempts a clearance. Messi, a player who needs no introduction.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Edmilson. Yamal. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Messi. And it's Olmo. Goes for the shot! And that has fizzed wide.
Oh, he overcooked that one, aiming for perfection, and he got it slightly wrong.
Stam.
Tottenham really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
And that's a really buccaneering run he's making. And it's Vieira. And here's Bale. McAllister. Drogba can be a real threat inside the box. Oh, that's a key interception. Lam. That's been cut out, well played. McAllister. Vieira. Bale. Oh, the less said about that pass, the better. Cross from Caf. There's the header! And it's in! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Utterly unsophisticated, but stuck away with unashamed certainty.
Oh, it's a fantastic assist as well, Peter. Delivered at pace, the diversion, that's all that was needed.
Tottenham are doing very nicely, thank you.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
And that signals the end of the first period.
Well, I don't think most of us were expecting a second, Peter. It's become pretty much the ideal half.
That certainly seems to be the case.
And that ought to encourage an even more ambitious approach in this second half, Peter, with control already established.
Tottenham are heading into the break very happy with how it's gone so far. So off we go again. Now that looks a decent ball. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Tottenham clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And it's Olmo. McAllister. And Dani Olmo. Yamal receives it in a good position here. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Marcelo is always looking to play quality balls. Marcelo venturing down the left. Bale! Oh, that was no routine save.
Bale clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And it's Olmo. Dani Olmo will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And here's Yamal.
Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defenders popping up in these positions.
Cafu clears it away. Oh, well played, well played. And it's lofted through here. And here's Drogba. He's being urged to shoot. Great chance! Vieira. Oh, there's a probing ball. Passing is crisp and sharp. And this is Bale. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And here's Bale. Bale. Bale! Glittering Bale! A finish of true class!
The goal scored for Tottenham.
It's all becoming so easy.
Number 21.
Oh, what a lovely exchange, Peter. I mean, he did the give and go, and that's just a lovely return ball. The weight of it was absolute perfection.
Gareth Bale.
A case now of complete control. Vieira. Yamal tries to play it through. Over to the right flank. Good read, needed to be. Vieira, the man synonymous with solidity. Marcelo. Cafu. Vieira. And this is Bale. It's a good foot in there. Yamal. Lam. No, that's been intercepted. McAllister. Spread to the right. Cafu. Oh, what a mistake! Bit too much weight on the pass. Marcelo. Tries to pass it through. He's in plenty of space here. And this is Messi. Messi's... Oh, good effort! Yes! This day becomes absolutely perfect. Utterly ideal. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unearned.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Substitution on the field. Number 21.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Tottenham are having a ball here. And it's Ed Nielsen. And here's Shevchenko. Oh, well played.
Coming on the field. Number 20. Leandro Trossard. Number 22.
That's a good ball. And Shevchenko! Oh, denied at the last.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
It's their second corner of the game. A header! Oh, it rattles the bar. And it's been hooked away. Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. Aubameyang coming on here. A change that was broadly anticipated.
Yeah, he's looking for instructions, probably something along the lines of go make a nuisance of yourself.
Number 6. Philip
Intercepts the throw. That's well read.
Coming on the field.
Van Bommel.
Number 14. Pierre
No, that was never going to make it.
Number 24.
Azar. Not too much more here than
Number
seeing out
17.
time, and time is very nearly seen out. And here's Aubameyang. And here's Messi. Now that's a fine challenge. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability.
Aubameyang! Well, now it's a race for the ball.
2 added minutes have been indicated.
De Ligt. Ferran Torres. And that's really well manoeuvred. No way through there. This is a promising build-up. Now that's a lovely exchange. And he's found a way. And Messi! It's bounced back off the post. And we're done. Tottenham really have hit the heights. A tour de force that has left their opponents reeling, and that is what tends to happen when they do their thing. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So off we go then.
Now there's a player with a silky pass and a steely tackle.
Xabi Alonso.
Yeah, a midfielder renowned for his tremendous array of passes while offering his defence a solid shielding presence too.
Players don't come a whole lot better in his position, do they?
Not really, and not many can boast the same quality of performance either, Peter.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Pinches it off him. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Gerrard. And this is Mohamed Salah. That's a little off target. Royce. A heavy challenge. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Out towards the flank. Messi. Probing pass. Oh, that's clever. Oh, he's been caught napping. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And it's Lahm. Tottenham appearing to have the better of things in these early exchanges. Cafu. To Messi. Mbappe is onto this. Royce is the team's great visionary.
It's not the game we were hoping for, Peter. I think both of these keepers could text about their respective uninvolvement.
Now it's Mbappe. Lovely feet. Good pressure, determined, intense.
Mbappe clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Cafu. Messi. Looking to pass their way up the pitch.
Play back. They're really getting no time to think on the ball here.
Chance to deliver. Royce. Vinicius Junior. And it's Gerrard. Foot in. Ronaldinho. And they can counter here. Great ball if he can get there. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. And the pass is intercepted. Aimed beyond the defence. Well, there's a probing ball. And it's Ronaldinho. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Almost half an hour in now.
That pressing is so good, it's nice and early.
Messi! He scored! You don't keep those outs. He knew, he just knew.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
Lionel Messi. Lionel Messi.
You felt it was coming. 1-0.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Oh, he's bustling through here. Could be danger here. And Messi! And he hits the net. A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
The goal scored for Tottenham.
And that is fabulous. A true beauty of a goal.
Oh, what a hit, Peter. And there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured. It was simply inch perfect.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Vieira. Marcelo is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And he's intervened well there. Tottenham looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. Vieira. Another pass just keeps... Messi! And it's there! Irrepressible! Imperious! That's what makes him what he is! That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
Lionel Messi.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
And the frightening thing is, Peter, this isn't even a surprise. He thrives in these situations.
A case now of complete control.
There will be one
Great ball, and he's in here. O'Reilly. Timber. Knocks it into space. Mohamed Salah. It's Salah! And that marks a high-octane end to the first half. Well, I don't think many people saw this coming ahead of kick-off.
Could a member of staff report the
Tottenham
information then?
absolutely
Thank you.
dominated that half, Peter, and now it's all about game management. There's no need to overstretch themselves. Just stay calm and see this one out.
Tottenham will be wanting more of the same in the second half then. Utterly dominant in the first period, and they're 3-0 up. So, into the second half. And it's Timber. Royce, good, strong midfield running here. Ronaldinho. And the counter is on. Well timed, excellent interception. Royce. Now Timber. Royce. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Vieira can see things, others simply cannot. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. No, again, there's no way through. Vinicius Junior tries to play it through. And he's had it nicked away. And here's Messi. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Burkina Faso are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. O'Reilly is offering some sort of an apology there.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Vieira. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. It's a good 30, 35 yards out, this. And here's Gerrard. Ronaldinho. Royce. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Mbappe. It's played through for him. Now there's a fine ball. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And there's green grass ahead of him. And he's in on, there's the shot! There's the man who is effectively the team's security policy. Well, they can break here. And it's Ronaldinho. Lam. That is good alertness. That pass isn't the best. Marcelo. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Gerrard. Now, what about a counter-attack? Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And he plays one through. Koeman cuts out the pass. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Oh, some astute defending there. Burkina Faso can breathe again, just.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
No way through. Bonucci. Ronaldinho. And it's made its way to him. Messi was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Played into space. Oh, he's Joe! Lacking in accuracy.
Duff clearly was a little selfish there, but I don't think it was a bad attempt.
Substitution for Tottenham, number 10.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Kylian Mbappe, number 22. Lionel Messi, number 2.
It's Aubameyang. No, he's not getting his way this time. Quickly taken.
Coming on the field.
Yaya Toure.
Gareth Bale.
And here's Aubameyang. And Aubameyang! And a neat finish. Just cruising. They are cruising. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goal.
And he couldn't keep it down. And it's Timber. He's found a way through. Oh, he's trying to skip past his man. Engages and forces him off the ball. Bellingham. Cafu. Vieira. 2 minutes to be added on. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Del Piero has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. Cafu. And there goes the final whistle. Tottenham can look back on a nigh-on perfect performance here. A super contest in which they swept their opponents aside ruthlessly.
This is a public
Chers spectateurs, nous vous souhaitons la bienvenue.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. And that gets things running. Koeman completing his first century of appearances here today, and that has not gone unnoticed.
Yeah, something that I mentioned to him in person before the match, Peter, although it took some time to register. Pretty much the same with me on my 100th game. I was more focused on winning than anything else.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Cafu. Lahm. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Rodri. Marcelo. Oh, nicely intercepted. Vieira. And it's Messi. And it's Lahm. This looks promising. And here's Messi. Well, that looks a decent ball. Great chance! And he's done it!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
So smooth. A signature finish.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. It's Totti! So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Vieira. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Mbappe! Van Bauten. Rodri. Timber. Oh, easy pickings there. Vieira plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Messi! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball.
France really are one of these sides that pride themselves on their ability to maintain possession.
Yeah, and some would say that means they play the game the right way.
Yeah, but of course, it's decisive passes that's going to matter in the longer term. There's no good in holding on to the ball just for the sake of it.
Silvestre has a look up and delivers.
Well, that has caused disappointment to some, unsurprisingly, and disgust to others. What a waste.
Not the most convincing of passes. Vieira. Koeman. Koeman has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Ball played for Koeman. Lahm. Yaya Toure. This is a promising build-up. And it's Lahm. Now it's Mbappe. That has been slung wide. That is a brilliant interception. Messi. Rodri. And Dani Olmo. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He has found the way through. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Great vision. Chance, surely! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And we have our very first corner. And now they can spring out of defence. No way through. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Oh, that's superb. And Messi! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Totti, forever the opportunist. A sniff, that's all he needs. Rodri. Dani Olmo. And it's Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Totti. Now this could be a chance. He's found a way through.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Messi running with intent. And the shot! It's a goal! And there's the goal they've been looking for.
But inscrit après 41 minutes.
Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Well, I'm giving him full marks for the way he exploited the space, Peter, but you really shouldn't be left unmarked in the middle like that. I don't think he could believe his luck.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Oh, it's a great ball here. Silvestre made a surge from fullback, as it turned out unsuccessfully. Schlotterbeck has been shown a yellow card for that offence, just to confirm.
He looked rushed. He should have waited for some movement.
Messi.
Temps additionnel, une
And it's
minute.
Totti. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Stam. Yaya Toure. And for the first half, that is that.
Well, the second goal certainly came as a welcome surprise, Peter. So late and so potentially destructive.
That certainly seems to be the case.
Well, both half-time team talks will undergo change now. One will be solid, the other needs to be pretty inspiring.
Tottenham firmly in control at the break. 2-0 the scoreline.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 21, le numéro 17, Totti. À leur place, le numéro 7, le numéro 15.
So off we go again. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. And this is Aguero. Caught offside that time. Knocks it out wide. Aims beyond the defence. Shot at goal! Another chance from a corner. This their second corner of the game. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable... Dani Olmo! Well taken goal. It is an explosive start to the second half. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead. And how about...
Impressive jump! It's a goal! Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
So the lead now is 2. Chance for a shot! He's given the time to pick a pass. Yaya Toure. And the pass is intercepted. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Dani Olmo. And it's Vieira. Cafu picks it up out wide.
Just needs a little bit of fine-tuning.
Rodri. Mateus. Vieira. Picked out brilliantly. He's in a great position. Oh, shooting chance! Mateus. Messi, who's set up 1 goal so far. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. Nicely shaped ball. And this is Aguero. Aguero. Ah, he's given it away. Oh, it's come loose. Now it's Messi. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Yaya Toure. Messi. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Yaya Toure. Now Mbappe. And it's Aubameyang. And here's Messi. He's having a pop! And that would have been game, set and match.
You could tell he wanted that too. Still, at least he can smile about it, seeing as they're a couple of goals up.
Lahm. No, he's not getting his way this time. Back to the keeper it goes. And that is a little undercooked. Koeman looking to provide the solidity his team so need.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Mateus. And here's Aguero. Oh, just skips past his man. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Can he get on the end of this? Vieira. Lahm. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
That is good alertness. And they've got a throw.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 18, le numéro 11.
And it's Xabi Alonso.
À leur place,
This is a promising
le
build-up.
numéro 20,
Lovely
le numéro
shoots!
10.
Aguero! Just superb! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. Late drama, late goal. This will be one frantic ending.
Well, a 1-2 is easier to pull off than most dribbles, and I think we've just seen the proof.
Changement. Le numéro 24, Yaya Touré. Le numéro 4.
There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. France give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, the mindset has changed. Now they need to find all the courage they can get.
No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here.
Temps additionnel, 3 minutes.
Maldini. And that's that. Well, that was good. A terrific advertisement for attacking football. Both sides glad to trade blows, to set out always only to win. And it came down to one decisive moment. Messi voted man of the match, and deservedly so. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the early goal certainly helped set
Signore e signori, benvenuti allo stadio.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, you've got to say the Nerazzurri certainly know how to create an atmosphere. 80,000 here in black and blue. The dress code is a strict one. So things are underway.
Well, Peter, it's easy to heap praise on players that play further up the field, but they couldn't do what they did without the unsung heroes doing the dirty work, and Frank Rijkaard is amongst the very best in the business.
Some say the best ever.
Yeah, and I can see why. He's about as sophisticated as players come, and his role covers everything from reclaiming the ball to, well, pretty much everything else. Only a man of his calibre and cleverness can do that.
Perilously close. Stam. Cafu. Some good work on the right flank here. Gerrard making good progress. So what can they make of this? Yamal has it out wide and in space. Referee's given a throw. Stam. And it's Marcelo. It's a good run he's making out on the left. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
And it's Cucurella. Very nicely done. This looks promising. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Cafu did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets. Now it's Yamal. Cucurella finding himself in space.
That was well seen too. Good clearance.
And he's really put himself on the line here. And we have our very first corner. Tottenham are looking to go forward now. Cucurella wriggles his way through. There's the shot! Goal! Inter! That was a given. It always was.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
Inter Milan are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition...
It's Rooney! Oh, my word, that is quite something! That is a gem! An absolute gem! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Lahm gets his final real chance! And a neat finish! Whoever is in his path, he will always find a way.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
Just one in it now.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
Cucurella has the space to scheme. He's rising! And he can clear it away. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Yaya Toure. Great vision. Aubameyang is onto this. And it's Vieira. Cafu. Cafu got a long way forward to join the attack. Passes coming off in quick succession here. And the shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And now a sudden chance to counter. That is good alertness. Cafu is wide and looking to get onto this. Alaba is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Stam spots it and intercepts. Kimmich. Lahm. Can he get on the end of this? He's shifting through the gears here. Yaya Toure. Vieira. Vieira. And he welcomes it in. No, he's not going to get any further than that. Gerrard. Threads one in. Lovely pass, but can he get there? That's a decent clearance. And that signals the end of the first period. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. So the action resumes.
Tottenham really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
This is a promising build-up. Gerrard. Driving on and making good progress. He's got away. And that pass just didn't quite work.
Isak clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Now it's Rooney. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Yamal.
This is the time you need that pace.
Aubameyang! Aubameyang! And that was probably asking just too much. Tottenham needing a change of fortune here. Vieira can see things others simply cannot. And here's Bale. He's going for goal! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 22.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides. So a couple of front-footed alterations here, a pair of forwards entering the field.
Well, it looks like he's playing his trump card. That'll inject a lot of energy up front.
And it's Marcelo. Tottenham do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Knocks it out wide. Cafu! That's been intercepted.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. So no flag here. Del Piero has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Marcelo clears without hesitation. Cucurella, he's picked his way through. Oh, well played. Now it's Yamal. Distributed tidily. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Tries to pass it through. Out towards the flank. And it's Marcelo. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Koundé gets across to intercept that. Oh, they could break here. Now, can they get him away?
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Vieira. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Tonali gets over and intercepts. Conte. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Firmino receives it in a wide position. That is Conte. Driving forward. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. He's having a hit! They've got to be quick to recover this. Long ball looking to counter. Tottenham are running out of time and out of options.
Yeah, it's not looking good, Peter. Never say never, though. This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Del Piero, skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Cucurella, and here's the chance to counter. Not the most accurate pass. Vieira, Aubameyang. Can he finish? And for a moment, time stood still.
Well, let that be a lesson to them. If they don't stay focused all the time, they're going to be made to pay.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 14.
Ah, now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change.
Vieira. Numero 24. Yaya Touré. Lasciano il campo per il numero 19.
We are into overtime. Mbappe.
Il numero 13. Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Tottenham can justifiably find this a hard one to swallow. They gave it their all, but ultimately they have fallen just short against an opponent prepared to go toe-to-toe until the end. Well, how will we look back on that?
Well, Peter, this was probably more slugfest than a game of football, but I actually found it very enjoyable. A game that was constantly on the edge as both sides went full pelt trying to win this. A throwback to games gone by.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. There's the whistle, and here we go. Well, this is one boy from Croxteth who, so far as club football goes, has achieved just about everything. English football has rested on his broad shoulders for nigh on 2 decades. It is, of course, the modern great that is Wayne Rooney.
Yeah, without question, one of England's all-time finest. His record speaks for itself.
And his face is that of a man who simply cannot accept defeat. During games, he is always laser-focused, and he fights tooth and nail for every win.
Van Basten really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Now it's Ronaldinho. Plays a sharp little ball here. Yaya Toure. Marcelo. Now, what about a counter-attack? Played out to the left flank. Marcelo. Ball swung in. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Ronaldinho. Roberto Baggio.
This is the time you need that pace.
Tottenham getting forward at times, but achieving little of substance. Yaya Toure.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
It's played through for him. Cafu has the space to scheme. Defending of the desperate variety.
Well, neither defence has had a wake-up call yet, because neither attack has turned up.
Cafu kept his eye on it, and he's there. Lahm. Ronaldinho wins the duel this time. Threads one in, and he's straight offside. Koeman promptly onto that, and that is that. He's found a way through. Oh, that's neat. Ronaldinho can see things others simply cannot. Aimed beyond the defence. Lahm.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Now it's Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Spread it left.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
That's very neat. And it's Yaya Toure.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank. Yaya Toure. Spread to the right. Tries to pass it through. Well timed, excellent interception. And that interception was most necessary. And Messi! And the ball's come loose here. Can he finish? Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Bergkamp. Stam. Yaya Toure. Marcelo. Marcelo. He has found a way through. Oh, great leap! There it is! And there is your opener.
The goal scorer for Tottenham,
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
So the first goal of the game.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Out towards the flank. And this is Roberto. Shot at goal! It's anyone's ball now. The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. And the score is 1-0. And he's running through. Now, who's going to be first to this? Flashes it across. Bergkamp. Yaya Toure. No, that's been intercepted. Now it's Roberto Baggio. Nicely weighted ball. And he's managed to get rid. That's it, 45 minutes up. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Haven't played that badly. Getting caught again on the counter-attack is unlikely. They're switched on to that, and still very much in this game.
Tottenham are 1-0 up at half-time, and it's all to play for. And so the action is resumed. Tottenham leading courtesy of the game's only goal. There's the shot! He's got a goal! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
Ivory Coast restore parity.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Stam with a definite foul there. Now it's Van Basten. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Swings it across. And that is well cleared.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Chance for a shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Lahm. A probing pass.
We're in for an intriguing second half now. Contrasting moods that could reverse in a flash.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. Rooney gets a good foot in there. Rooney unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Bergkamp cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
That's a shade optimistic. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Tottenham clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
It's a pretty loose pass. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Yaya Toure. Oh, it's Van Basten. And he welcomes it in.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Substitution for Tottenham. Number 22, Lionel Messi. Number 19,
Yaya Toure.
Number 14, Cristiano Ronaldo.
Stam spots it and
24,
intercepts.
Yaya Toure.
And it's Messi.
Number 6,
Chips it through.
Philip Lahm. Coming on
That
the
has
field.
not gone well.
Number
Perez.
21, Gareth Bale.
Great chance!
Number 15,
Ronaldinho.
Alessandro Del Piero.
Luis Suarez
Number 8,
constantly looking for the
Luis
ball into the box.
Suarez.
He's beaten the line.
Ronaldinho.
Glorious! That is a gem! An absolute gem!
The goal scorer
Into
for
the
Tottenham
lead once more.
after 73 minutes.
Smiles broad and
Number
beautiful.
21.
That is a cracking hit.
Oh, give me this every week. The technical ability was superb, and you can see he meant every bit of this.
Gareth Bale.
When the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? The ball is loose and the chase is on.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And he cuts out the supply. That's going to go a long way. Messi. Vieira did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Taken back almost at once. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Cafu kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Del Piero is onto it in a flash. Cafu. Vieira pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. Van Bommel. Tottenham are looking to break at pace. Tries to crash through the challenge, but no.
Tottenham can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Marcelo is there to clear.
2 added minutes have
It's
been
a
indicated.
jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. He's gone for goal. Oh, nice. Just not quite.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra whip.
Van Bommel. So that's it. It is all over. What a game, what a show. Both sides robustly going about their business, and that has turned it into quite...
Hello everyone, and welcome to
Well, what a scene we
today's
have
match.
here. There's a real
Gentlemen,
expectant buzz in the stadium,
against
and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Things already rolling.
Well, this 4-4-2 formation is often used in the modern era defensively, but it used to be the gold standard of formations a generation or so ago, Peter, and it does allow the fullbacks to play a key role in attack.
Yeah, they offer most of the width, don't they?
Exactly.
Oh, good effort! Cleared away. Now it's Barcola. McAllister. Shifted it to the flank. And that pass just didn't quite work. And here's Barcola. Ekitike receives it in a chance for a shot!
Well, Wayne Rooney's role today will be crucial. We all know of his qualities as a goalscorer, but a lot's going to be expected from his creativity too. It's very rare for a striker to have such wonderful vision.
Yeah, he's a player whose performances always have an influence on the game one way or another.
Yeah, he's going to have to play the role of distributor, ball carrier and link man, and sometimes even track back. But he can do it all. He has an incredible work rate and an insatiable desire for victory.
Rooney. Battling for the right to play in the early stages. And that is a little undercooked. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
João Pedro. Quarter of an hour played. Kimmich makes a move down the right. Great vision. And the counter is on. And this is Ronaldo. He's got away. No goals as yet. Barcola is the type of player who always likes having a bit of space in front of him. And he was quick to react. McAllister. João Pedro tries to play it through. Ekitike gets flagged offside. Pass just lacking in accuracy. Kimmich is the team's great... It's Rooney! And he's done it! It had to come! It just had to come! He had to have his say!
After 22 minutes
And that is fabulous! A true beauty of a goal!
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
Tottenham have taken the lead.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
And it's Rooney. Can he get on the end of this? Shot, surely! And he's there to belt it away. Yaya Toure, and here's Rooney. Rooney! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Cross from Cafu. Oh, he's been... And the shot! He's got a goal! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring!
Score for Tottenham.
Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Well, the defence were being far too casual there, Peter. Far too slow to switch on to the danger. That's the kind of thing that makes managers go crazy.
Tottenham are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here. They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
He's on it, can he get away? Oh, just skips, he's had a shot! He is desperate to get on the score sheet, but not this time.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
Stam is there, and he can get that clear. That's a good run down the left. And it's Rooney. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope. What a letdown when you've got such presence and movement.
And it's Bale! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Bale clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Tottenham heading towards the half-time break. The wind very much in their sails. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And here's Bale. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Yaya Toure is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Yaya Toure. Now, can they get him away? And he's in on goal! And he shoots! And it's there! Up by 3! They have their boots on the throats of their foes.
44 minutes in.
Gorgeous, just gorgeous.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot round the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
A case now of complete control. And it's Serginho. McAllister.
2 added minutes have been indicated.
Ball has bounced loose now. He's looking wide. Lovely bit of skill. Cristiano Ronaldo, an individual who's prepared to shoot anytime, any place.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Now that's a fine challenge. And the referee has signalled for half-time. Well, the mood in the two camps couldn't be more different as they go in for half-time. Elation on one side, misery on the other.
Tottenham absolutely dominated that half, Peter, and now it's all about game management. There's no need to overstretch themselves. Just stay calm and see this one out.
Tottenham are relentlessly steamrollering their way to victory then. 3 goals scored without reply. Gets us going once more. Khan breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Kimmich. Rooney. Barcola. And he's lost his man here. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Rooney. time and again they are repelled. Messi, a player who needs no introduction. Marcelo. He's shifting through the gears here. Knocks it out wide. It's a pretty loose pass. And it's Rijkaard. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Ronaldo finds himself offside. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Can he get it through? That looks a good ball through. Cristiano Ronaldo! And he should have made it 4.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits.
It's Bale! It's run loose, who's going to get there? Rooney. Tottenham, the only team in this, 3-0 already. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Messi. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Tries a shot! And for sure, that was not one of his best.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Koeman. Cafu. Lahm. Messi, who can single-handedly make a difference. Oh, super find. Lahm is flagged offside. Look at the space here. Oh, good claim by the keeper. He's certainly earned his keep there. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Good ball over the top. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Rooney. Messi. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Kimmich. Rijkaard. Looking to play him in. Not where it came from. Cristiano Ronaldo! And that's a good finish. Just cruising! They are cruising! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah.
And that's it. So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.
Please be reminded, everyone, that tickets for the midweek friendly game will go on sale as of today. Please visit the online ticket office for more details.